Hello and welcome to a new video, and today we are going to see an agricultural application on Datacake using the Dragino LSE01s, and let's go! So we are in our workspace, and this time we are in a workspace where there's already existing devices. These are the Dragino LSE01, which measure the soil moisture in percentage, also soil temperature, and some other values. We can click on it and you will be able to see what it all measures. And as you know, we also have in Datacake the possibility to add location to our devices, even if they are static, if they are not moving around. You can always give them a location so that you know where in the map they are installed. And our devices are installed in trees around the city, and we have a lot of agricultural success stories along the platform. One of them, for example, smart city applications that are controlling the irrigation systems for trees in the cities. And as we know, trees are very sensitive in their first ages, in their first years, and they need a lot of water. Sometimes we have a lot of droughts or a lot of rains, and we don't want to give them water just like that. We want to know when they actually need the water. And with this system, there's been cities that have been able to make the rate of trees surviving their first years from at 10% to less than 1% chance of survival, which is awesome. And another really cool thing is that you can, with data and smart systems, also plan the irrigation systems based on the data. Datacake allows you to send downlinks to devices, so you can actually automate irrigation systems based on the data from the sensors. And this is one of the applications that we love the most. And Datacake allows you to add a batch of devices, a big batch of devices. Like in this case, we have 63 devices spread along the city. They are all active devices, and they were all added through the Datacake template system. They all already have a payload decoder, a dashboard, downlinks, and everything defined, predefined. So it's easier for you to manage them. And we have the beloved global dashboards, as you know them, that allow you to display the data from a lot of different sensors at once. So in here we have a map, for example, with the locations, and we have a color coding so that we know which ones have the most moisture and which ones are in their danger zones that need to be irrigated, that need water. And in here you can click on the devices, see the actual trends, and also see there is a soil warning in here. This device needs to be watered, this tree needs to be watered. We also have temperature map, and we have different ways of displaying data in here. We have heat maps, we have charts, and lastly, we have a new feature as well that allows you to separate your devices. As you know, we have an overview of all of your devices, the total of devices, which is 63, and the online ones are all of them. And in here, we have the sensor metrics based on our semantics that we have added to the platform. So in here, you have a list of the devices, and you have an average, minimum, and maximum among all of those devices, also for the battery. But maybe you don't want to see all of them in one single view. You want to independently or create smaller sub batches or groups of your devices. And for that, we now have folders for all of the devices, and you can create them based on tags, for example. You can batch add tags to your devices. You can select which ones you want to add to a group, for example. And in actions, you have add tags. I'm going to add one as an example, group 1, group, of course, and add, save. And now all of these devices have the group 1. I'm going to click on manage folders, and in here, plus, I'm going to name this folder group 1. Analytics. This is our first group of devices, and in tags you can add the group 1, and you can select, for example, to only show the online devices if you want to. We will leave it like that because we want to see which ones are offline and which ones are online. And you can also select which display and viewing options you want to have. For example, if the map is not useful for you, you can disable that, but you can also select this one to be the starting page and say, I'm not interested in the grid view, for example, and also I don't want to see the overview. I only want to see the map and the list views, and I'm going to save changes. And when I click on that one, as you can see, the map is the first view, and I also have the list view in here, and I can see only the devices that interest me, the devices that have the tag group 1. And this way you don't need to now create sub workspaces. You can in one single workspace manage subgroups of devices and have them with their respective views in Datacake. You can create reports, automatic reports with their values, raw values. You can also make ponderations. You can create rules based on your device's values. And you can also add members to your workspace so that they have different accesses inside of here. And well, Datacake allows you to do everything in a very easy and very intuitive way. You can deploy a whole IoT project for your agricultural application in a day. You install your devices and you're ready to go. And I hope this video was useful. I hope you could learn something new and the possibilities on Datacake, which are endless almost. And I hope to see you next time.